Hi everybody, I'm Jordan Rolfus from Beagle Rampant Productions, and I'm just doing a quick and dirty little video here to show you guys the Sega Saturn 3D analog stick controller. This recently came in the mail today, and I just did my Nerdinalia video all about the Sega Saturn, so make sure you go ahead and check that out on my channel. That should be the most recent video after this one, so make sure you check that out so you can get the full scoop on the Sega Saturn. But I gotta say, this controller, it doesn't feel as good as the Sega Dreamcast controller. What you may notice here, you can actually unplug the portion that actually connects to the Saturn. And I know that, I'm sorry, the lighting's not too good here. I just been doing a quick and crazy video here. But, I think Sega wanted to develop all sorts of add-ons for this controller, and of course that never came to fruition because of the poor sales of the Saturn, but man, when you take that appendage off, it feels really, really good. When you actually have the connector to the Saturn plugged into the controller, it's really heavy and awkward and bulky and just not as good as it probably could be. The Dreamcast was so much lighter and so much more user-friendly, but yeah, I gotta say, it's kind of ironic that the thing that actually connects it to the Saturn is the thing that really makes the controller not too terribly pleasant. And of course, it's a weird shape, a circular shape. It almost looks kind of like a Metroid. But anyway, of course, we have the analog stick, the directional pad here, and the little cross and circle symbol switch in between use of the analog stick and use of the directional pads, and it's either all or nothing. It's not like the Nintendo 64 controller over here, where you can use both of them all at the same time. No, for the Sega Saturn, it was either all or nothing. You're either in analog mode or you're in directional pad mode, and not every game uses the analog stick, so for certain launch titles, you may have to switch it to directional pad and play like that. But in terms of games, of course, Knights is really the only game where I have to say definitely use the analog stick. Yeah, the analog stick really enhances the gameplay for Knights, so that's my only solid recommendation for the 3D controller. Sonic R is just a woeful tragedy that has descended down the throat of misery, so really nothing can redeem that game. My version of Croc is very broken and awkward, but I gotta say, it did have some enhancements when I used the analog stick. Now, these games, Tomb Raider and Virtua Fighter, they are not compatible with the analog stick. I was kind of surprised Tomb Raider wasn't, but I did try it out using the directional pad feature, and I gotta say, it really wasn't all that good. Virtua Fighter wasn't half bad, but Tomb Raider was really kind of a mess when I used the 3D controller in directional pad only mode. I gotta say, for a game that doesn't use 3D analog technology, go ahead and stick with the Model 2 Sega Saturn controller. That still remains probably my favorite controller of any console ever made. The Model 2 Saturn controller, the original Japanese model, came with those controllers. And overall, I don't know, these 3D controllers for the Saturn run you about $50. That's what I paid for it. I don't know if the enhancement is really worth it unless you are a hardcore Knights fan. I mean, every other 3D game works really, really well on the Model 2 US controller and the original Japanese controller. So, yeah, I'm Jordan Rolfus from Beagle Rampant Productions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been reading a lot of comments lately, and the comments have been really positive and really, really great, and I really appreciate it. I have the best fans of any YouTuber in the world, and I don't just say that to suck up or to be a big old softy, a soft boy like Kirby. I think I have Kirby in the N64 there. But anyway, no, I really do believe that you guys are the best fans of any YouTuber in the entire world. Whenever I feel down or I wonder, why am I even doing this? Well, I do it because some people do watch. The number is small, but the people who do watch really appreciate the work I do, and I really appreciate the views. You guys really are the best, so that's my recommendation for the Sega Saturn 3D controller. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, you guys are the best, and I'll be back with some more professional sorts of videos. I just wanted to spread the word as quickly as I can.